Hi, welcome to the new video. I am Rohit Desai, co-founder of JB Experts. In this video, we are going to understand what is the right fit for you. How do you need to think? What is the understanding you need to have when you're picking the products for your business? Or else what kind of a business you need to start, right? So let's get started. So the first of all, it's all starts with you. So identify the right business for you is the first thing. What you need to check is the self-assessment. So refine on skills, interest, passion, consider strength, weakness, and goals. Because it's always happens like many people come to me saying that, okay, in live webinars, in the paid webinars or in free webinars, I always see this. The people whoever meet me is always like, sir, what kind of a product suits me? कौन से product अच्छा रहेगा मेरे? So the only solution here is whatever the knowledge you have, whatever the skills you have, and what is that your interest falls in, because I can advise you hundreds of profitable products which are exported from India. But the problem here is it's not about profitability. It's always about the interest what you have. Because if you are not in love with those products, then later stages you will be frustrated with it, and you are not in a position where you can put your mind into it and learn it. So instead of that, pick a product which where you have a knowledge on, where you have a bit of skills about it, or else if you it's required, if you love that product, then obviously there are something that you can learn about it. That is something which is very much important. So then if you're passionate about it, then you don't need a motivation from external factors. You're already self motivated because that is something which you love, right? That's the passion. Consider strength. For me, when I started the business, we had a team where we had a couple of people together. Then we like, okay, my strength is into sales and marketing, I'll stick to that, and other things where I'm not good at compliances, documentations, and all of it, we let go with some other party, or we hired the people who can take care of it. So that is how we have run our whole business. So whenever you understand you have this core strength that can help the business in this manner, then you pick that job, and rest you wherever you're weak or where you feel that I'm not good at. In those cases, you hire or outsource, or have a founder, co-founder, or a co-partner who can help you in that manner. So apart from that, you need to have a clear goal, saying that, okay, what kind of a goal will help me motivate it? It could be materialistic, financial, freedom, whatever it could be. That this is something which you need to have in mindset to have a clear products in hand or a clear business in hand. So the second factor here is the passion and interest, as I said. So choose a business you're passionate about, motivation during challenges, explore existing industries and field. So whenever you have a passion and interest in those kind of products, you will put your extra effort without any external force. You may be not thinking about anything else because you want to do it, or you are willing to do it because you love those products. So this is something which is very much important, because whenever you select any kind of a product which is by force, if someone else is, for example, I have seen people, a lot of people have faced the losses, is just because of one reason, because someone else is doing something, so I want to do this. So someone has exported onions to Dubai, I want to do the same. If someone has exported something else to Bangladesh, I want to do the same. If someone has exported something to USA, then I do want to do the same. If this is how you're going to plan your whole business, then you're not going to have any kind of a success. That is a concreted thing. But the one and the foremost thing, what you need to have a clear mindset is completely on understanding what's my passion, what's my interest, and how do I really help myself to stick into those products, and then later have a profitability. And then explore the existing industries. What is that your skill set you have, and based on that, what is the current industries having a demand, or what kind of a field that you can contribute to. So this is very much important whenever you are picking up the right product for your business. Apart from that, skills and experience. I come up with a background of sales and marketing, so I picked the sales and marketing industry. I started working at catering to the n number of companies. But for people like me who come up from same background, they are not strict to the product love, but they are in the same operations of connecting people, networking, offering them, seeing what the problem they have. If that is the problem that we can solve, then this is the offer what we offer them. Then later we go with the relation, and whatever the issues they have, we'll be keep on solving it. But when it comes to the people who don't have the skills of that, and then they want to enter into those kind of industry, that will be toxic for them. Later stages, they will lose the love for it. They don't have a joyful life, and they will obviously it will become a secondary job for them. Okay, so at least in your prior work life, at least you had a job, you could work for someone, you would have got a monthly income. But in import export business, whenever you're starting your own solopreneurship or entrepreneurship, then you will not even have that kind of a bandwidth also. So it's better you always follow your skill set, your experience, your love to passion, your interest. So that is very much mandatory. Leveraging existing skills, willingness to learn new skills, tapping into professional background. So whatever the background you have, and moreover, you may be having a small skill set saying that, okay, I would love to paint. So there are n number of paintings are getting exported. So what you can do is you can start hiring, or you can start working with the painters who are across. Then you can start promoting it, and then you can just start shipping the products either with B2B platform or B2C platform, whatever prefers suitable for you. That is something you can check. But end of the day, I am sticking to something which I love, and I have made the whole business out of it. So that is how the whole system or your business should be, or this is the outlook of it. Because if you get into some businesses which you don't love, is just because someone said you that these products are exported from India, you want to jump on it. That is not how the business goes. So it's always like, how do you pick it, what you pick, and what is your mindset. Based on that, I never advise anyone saying that, okay, you deal in this product. If someone tells me, sir, this is my budget and this is what you advise, that's the advice which I give. But apart from that, it's always depends, it's always on your personal touch. How do you want to operate your business? How do you want to carry it forward? So that is the whole outskill what you need to have. Based on that, your skills and experience, you need to check how you can help the community. Then you need to have a thorough market research. What if I have a skill but only I love it, no one else care about it, or there is no opportunity across? So identify opportunities and demand, analyze target audience and preferences, assess competitiveness in the industry. So the first and foremost thing here is the skill set I have. I love something. I love painting. I love what you call the artworks and all of it. But later I get to know that, okay, no, there is no demand in the outside world. The people are not buying it, or it's only me who is going to buy it. So in those cases, you may stuck up with your own products. You may don't have a success in the business, because the first and foremost thing is, end of the day, you need to have revenue in your bank account. There should be something inward has to happen. If that is not happening, then obviously you'll be losing out or your business out of it. And in later stages, it will be completely, your business will be in a part and then it's gone. So never ever end up in that situation. That is what my advice is. So do a thorough market research, understand, you understood what is your skill set, what are you interested in, what are the products that you love. So that is something you want to build a business on. In the same time, if that is also has a huge demand, for example, paintings, wall paintings, and all of it, that has a very huge demand. And you have a good painters who can do a multiple job for you, because you start doing your painting work, then obviously you'll be a solo person who's going to sell your products. But when you start working with multiple people, multiple products, multiple promotions, and those kind of a painters will give you their product to sell, and you build a platform where you can sell the products, then nothing like it. That is where the opportunity is, and that is where the demand is. And you need to have analyze the target my audience, saying that, okay, if my target audience are going to buy my product, they are not going to buy anything more than $2,000 or $100,000. So based on whatever the requirement you may have, based on that, you need to look at the audience, saying that, okay, my audience are between $500 to $600. They are going to buy anything, any good product that falls in that pricing bracket. If you price something more than that, then people are not going to buy. And if they are having some preferences, they are not buying this kind of a products, or they may have that kind of a preferences. So that is a favoritism, right? So I don't like this color, I don't like that color, I don't like this kind of painting. So this is something, the preferences. So if you understand the target audience, the demand, the supply, and moreover what kind of opportunities that the business gives you, and apart from that, what kind of a targets you're going to target, and what are the buying habits, how much the money, how much deep the pocket is. So if someone has a deep pocket of $100,000, so then obviously it makes sense, because that's a profitability what you can earn. But in many cases, that is not somewhere it's going to happen all the time. In those cases, yeah, you may get onto the smaller qualities, smaller paint works, because you can't hire the bigger what you call the artist. You can work with a smaller kind of a newbies and sort of that. So that is where you're going to promote it, right? So this is one of it. And assessing the competition in the market industry is very much important. Just understand one thing. People say there is a strategy out, which is blue ocean and red ocean, where red ocean is completely overcrowded, blue ocean is the complete untapped market, sort of it. But one thing I understand, I have seen people getting into the blue ocean and the business shut because it's the business is in blue ocean is just because there is no business, because no one want to enter it. That's why it's a complete blue ocean. But in red ocean, there is everyone having the competition there, and still everyone is having the businesses, because this is how you need to build the business. Because I say a red ocean and blue ocean theory is a flop theory, because normally whenever there is a demand, there is a business, there is a profit, and there are people to buy, then there are hundreds of people will open the store next to you, or they will open the business next to you. That's how simple it is. If as simple as I have already explained many times in my live webinars, that whenever you start any business, and if that is profitable, within few months there will be a next store that offers the same kind of a services or a product or whatever it is. So this is how the whole business is all about. If there is a demand, then there is a competition. If there is no demand, then there is no competition. If you enter into those markets, then you will be not have left with any orders, and there will be no revenue gain in. So the other point what you need to keep in mind is trends and future perspectives, because whenever you have understood what trend the business is falling in, because there are a lot of products, we have the course already live. In the course we have discussed about a lot of trends, how to forecast what are the upcoming trends, what are the downfalling trends, what is a side trend. So there are a lot of trends. So normally you need to understand the basic theories. One is the uptrend, which is the products are going on a, the demand is increasing, people are buying more. And there is a downtrend where the demand is dropping, people are not buying your product. However a breathtaking task you do to get the sale, but it's not happening. But in the same time, there is a side trend where the demand is not going up or neither coming down, it's stagnant. So you are getting the regular orders, but there is no bigger growth in it. So those kind of a business, slowly either it will rise or it will drop. So that is the whole thing. But very much understand trends your friend. So be very sure about, because this paraphrase we use it in multiple industries, but this is suits very much, because if you understand this product has a demand, then yeah, that's a trend, and then you follow the trend and you will have a win. If you are following the downtrend, then your business also going to end up very soon. But if you are following the side trend where there is no business which is really growing or really dropping, you will be stagnant with the same business. So consider industry's long-term visibilities, because just see, it's not about today's world. It's about how long the business is going to run, how long the business are going to happen. So this is also something which you need to look into. And these kind of trends should align with your skills and interests. If you have a uh, knowledge about something, and then you want to if you are interested to sell those products and you are very much keen on building the business on it, but trend is completely against you, but you want to do it, so you need to fine tune something and see which alignment works. Only then you push it forward, or else this is going to be a flop business for you. You can't even build a domestic business on it. So financial considerations, because evaluate startup when you're setting up your business. When you're starting up your business, you need to understand what is the setup cost, what is the operational cost, and what are the potential risk and returns, or the rewards, what we call, and ensure financial comfort and planning. Because normally what happens here is many people jump into private limited company at the beginning, and then they see by the year there is no business, they have to shut the whole business up. So instead of that, having a proprietary company planned properly, established, slowly moving towards the private limited, it makes sense. So that is all up to you guys. How do you want to decide on it? But this is something which is obviously there. And in the same time, operational cost is completely like your labors, manpowers, your CA, freight forwarders, expenditures, minimum software cost, all of that. So this comes all into a one basket, which is a operational cost. So that is something which you need to include whenever you are figuring it out. Like, okay, I have an interest which is in gems and jewelries, but end of the day, my operational cost is more is looks like into lakhs together or CR. So if it's 1 CR, then I'm not comfortable in it. So in those cases, yeah, obviously it doesn't make big sense. Then understanding potential risk and returns, because risk always should be at least 1:2. That is the basic requirement. If you're investing 1,000 rupees, you need to earn 2,000 rupees. Only then it makes sense. Or else there is no, if it's 1 to 1, like 100 rupees invested and 100 rupees got back as a return, then there is no business. It's a zero profit, zero loss. So in those cases, that is not what we are looking at. But at least 1.1, 1.5, 2 is the minimum requirement, but you can evaluate it. Ensure financial comfort and planning. Look into your financial situations. Ensure that your financial comforts are there, because if you jump with very minimal capital, and because there is a time which you don't have a control of, right? Because everything happens at its own pace. You can't dominate the time, because if you send an email, it doesn't mean that your client is going to jump on to your email and then he's going to call you. He's going to take his own time to get back to you. But until then, what are you going to do? You need to wait, you need to sustain, you need to keep putting your genuine efforts. Only then you will fall into results. Because people have very short what do you call, a short time mindset. They everything wants, everything should happen like a instant noodles. That is not something happens in the real business. When you enter into a business, there is a time where it's from cold, it becomes warm, then warm to hot, and then hot will be converted. So every cold will not come to warm. Every warm lead will not convert to hot leads. Every hot lead will not put into a transaction. So this is a funnel. This is going to be filtered out. So, but one and the only requirement here is have some patience and keep putting your genuine effort into it, so that you build a stronger brand and stronger communication. Even today, I'll receive a lot of mails respected to the older inquiries which I had posted in my previous companies. So even now people follow up. It doesn't mean that I'm going to give them the business, but they have a regular effort, right? Because every now and then I'll be receiving the emails from that company saying that, so you have shown some interest on our product, so would you be interested? So can we have a Zoom call or something like that? So that could be one of the things which I always see coming from the people who are very long-term businesses. And most probably, many times I see avoid it. Later, I don't entertain those leads, those mails. But one or the other time, when it's just in front of me, then I have some conversation with someone. Suddenly, I get to back to those guys and say like, okay, guys, you've been sending, following up with me from a longer time, and I'm very much interested. Can we have a conversation forward? By the time, if the person was not having interest and he has left the business, then by the time I reach him back, he's off the business. That is the time duration. I don't react instantly, but I'll react on it because I have seen the mail. I may go back to them. It doesn't mean that I'm not interested. It doesn't mean that I don't need it. I need it, but it's my requirement. I have to pay for it. So obviously I'll take my own time to deal with it. But it doesn't mean that the customer, if I have not responded, the customer has to shut his business, right? So you need to have your own, that system or that comfort level comes only when you have a financial comfort. Your dependency is being taken off, or else you have earned enough and kept the reserves for you and for your business, and as well as for your family. Only then you can take it forward. Lifestyle compatibilities, because I've seen people who enter with a very high-fi lifestyle. High-fi in the sense, normally they have expenditures of 10 to 12 lakhs a month. So those people enter into an agro business where the margins are in pennies. So when you enter in such kind of a situation where your expenditures are so high and your earnings are so low, then automatically your business will die, because it's not going to help you in maintaining your own lifestyle. It's always like, if you want to maintain, if you want to be in a comfort zone, you need to spend 2 rupees, you have to earn 10 rupees. If you want to have a same lifestyle, you need to earn 10 rupees to spend 10 rupees. If you want to be rich and improvise your lifestyle, then you need to earn 20 rupees to spend 10 rupees. That is the lifestyle you need to maintain. If that is not happening, then obviously you are in a deficit. Your business is in deficit, your personal financial is in deficit, and then obviously you'll be in a very bad shape. Either you'll be roaming around with a lot of loans and debt, or else you'll be having no business left for you. So balance business and personal life, that's very much important. People compromise a lot on the personal life, because as I see, you need to balance both, because that is very much important. In the same time, asset assess time commitment, because if you have a lot of commitments in your family, requirements, someone is ill, someone is there, someone is far away, you have to take care of all of them, then see what is the time commitment you can provide. Fit your lifestyle preferences, because that is very much important. If you don't have a lifestyle preferences, then whatever you earn, whatever the skill set you have, and whatever the lifestyle you have is not in the same line, then you're not going to help yourself. So that's very clear. Network and support, seek advice and mentorship, build a supportive network, and potential partnership and guidelines. So the first and foremost thing here is seeking advice and mentorship, we are always there for you. We do a lot of free sessions and paid sessions and mentorship programs and as well. But in the same time, if you want to have a support system around you, whatever you have, because just see the people whom you talk, whom you meet, and what you discuss, and what kind of a books you read, that kind of a support system you'll build around you. But if you have a system which is like very negative, people puts you down always, they don't encourage you, they talk always what you call a demotive thing for you, then in those cases you will not grow for sure, because there is no growth for you at all. Because if you take everything to your mind and then you start reacting based on it, then it'll be very toxic for you. So it's instead of that, just leave away that and see, focus on something which is really good for you. And especially keep make there is a very old saying from my school days, if I have to tell you, books are your best friends. So try to buy some good books. You have a lot of tech there where you have audiobooks, that there's YouTube videos and all of it. But stay away from it. Just try one thing which will always work for me. It worked for me. I don't know whether it will work for you, but still, you can focus on something that try buying out some good books. It could be on various sections of the interest. Based on your interest, you buy those books, start reading it out. It will help you to do a better job in your life instead of having very negative and a toxic kind of environment around you. Will not help you any way in your business. Potential partnership and guidelines is very much important. Either if you want to do a partnership with JB Group or any other who can really help you in that matter, but just see what kind of a synergy you can develop and how good the things can fall in place. Then please go ahead and figure it out. Test the ideas is very much important, because it's always before jumping into the well, you need to know how deep it is, right? Because I've seen people who just jump in and then later they get to know, okay, it's too deep, I can't survive there, so they come out. So in those cases, that is not something which is advisable in businesses, because you're going to spend a lot of time and money here. So it's better you need to do a pilot test, see whether I have done orders, I have done a lot of trades based on test orders. So what we do is we build a business, we talk to some kind of a joint ventures before we get into it. Then what we say is, so we'll, before signing it, we'll get you one order, let us try it out. If that works, then we'll sign the agreement. So in those cases, what we do is we start promoting the products into the international market and get only one lead, and generate one lead, and then do a transaction and see how the person reacts, how the market reacts, and all of it. Instead of getting into a joint venture, we just do a trial run and see whether all the people are profitable or not. If everyone is profitable, the customer is happy, we have done a good deal, and the joint venture partner is doing great, so we have enough of profit left for both of us, only then we get into a joint venture. So this is something which you need to do as a pilot run. Just try it out. So what I advise is join Facebook groups or Instagram groups, or Instagram doesn't have a group, but follow some Instagram channels where you can find a partnership kind of a thing, or a synergy, or a client requirement. So follow those kind of a groups and understand whether what is the requirement, or what you can do is you can join Facebook and WhatsApp groups, and then what you can do is you can just post a survey link. It could be questionnaires. You can, like a quiz kind of a model. You can ask them, just see what they are able to understand, what are they not able to understand, and what are the feedbacks that comes to you. Just understand overall things, and then do a prototype kind of a thing, and then ship it to the market, and then see whether that clicks. If that clicks, then just try to get some fundings and then start moving your business forward. Because instead of wasting your money doing all the stuff before and then see that there is no potential in the market, instead of that, try it out first and then see whether the business works for you or not. So that is the best advice which I have for you at the moment. But this is something which you can think for yourself, guys. Flexibility and adaptability. Stay open for changes, because having a narrow mindset, saying that I like it, so let the people like it or not, I don't care, but I want to stay in the same business. That's not how the business runs. So it's always like demand and supply kind of a thing. If there is a demand, then obviously we need to supply. If there is no demand, then obviously we don't have anything to do with it. So we need to look into alternate challenges or alternate channels where we can do a better job. So that is very much important. Adapt to your feedbacks and challenges. If someone criticizes your products, then obviously take it as an input and do a better job, improvise your product, and see, and resend the products to him and take a feedback again. Then let's see what the best you can do. And just understand, taking the feedbacks and improvising on your product, it should always need to help you in a crowd wise. It should not be like a narrow customers comes with a different mindset, say like, I don't want your color, so change the color. So is this the only client, or there are multiple people like him? If there are multiple people, then take the feedback as a potential feedback, or else you have to let go that, because that's just for one client, I can't customize the whole product, right? So that's something which you need to check. So based on what kind of an industry you are in, you need to evaluate that. Evaluate your business over time, because normally businesses may go a bit uptrend and then suddenly it moves downwards. So you need to be very sure that, okay, what kind of a businesses you're dealing in, and most probably it should be something like you need to evolve, keep on evolving. uh, a lot of innovation should happen in the same time, so that your business keep on moving forward. And most important, you need to have a very long term vision. Short term business planning will not help you in import export business, that is for sure. So uh, evaluate your future goals, clear directions, guidelines on decision makings. So uh, I've seen a lot of people who have very short mindset saying that, so I'll just work with the client for one trade, and later I'll see. It shouldn't be like that. Instead of having that, you need to understand the client better and then offer him something which he sticks for a very long time, and you have a regular business for it. Every time I advise to my participants is always that, you whenever you pitch your products up, when you offer your products, your customer should be always coming back to you. In the same time, you need to keep on adding the new clients. Only then your client acquisition cost will be low. Or else every time finding a new customer, until then you don't have any business, is really going to be bad. So the business what we have built, for example, I'm just sharing you. We have built a whole ecosystem on website development, social media, all of it. So the people who come to us, they design the website first, and later they want some assistant on social media. Then the same client will come back on hosting and email requirement, and then the same client will come for flyer designing and graphic designing, and then the same client will come back again for different softwares, and then the same client will come back to us saying that, okay, I need a different service or a customization service, or you can offer me any kind of a B2B selling or a consultations or something like that. So every time that client, whenever he enters to our business model, he will be always working with us. In the same time, we'll be adding new clients also. The client who is already there, who has bought the service from us or the consultation or whatever it could be, he started the journey with us. He'll be always working with us for a very longer time. In the same time, we are adding new clients. So whatever the old clients are there, they are already paying us. In the same time, we are getting new clients, even they will also play. That is where the company will grow. If you just see a very stingy mindset saying that I'll just work with one client for one time, then your client acquisition cost is really going to go higher. Then your repeated clients will never come back to you if that is the business what you're building on. So be very careful on that. That is very much important. That is something which you can evaluate for yourself. So again, risk tolerance, which is again, we can calculate it on financial calculations and all of it. But as is the risk comfort level, understand the potential challenges, make informative risk decisions, because normally the risk tolerance is always respected towards your financial situations, your time assigned, the way you operate your business. These are all something which is on the same side. But the one thing what you need to focus on here is, whenever your risk tolerance level is higher, you have that much of success rate. But when your risk tolerance level is too low and close to like a breaking point, then you'll wait for a month or two, and then if you don't get any businesses or orders, then you'll move out. By the time you move out, then there something else will come into your place. So you never know what is being planned for you, but your destiny is something which you can't predict. But still, this is something which you can take account of. So in the conclusion of this video, I have shared a lot of information respected to import-export businesses, business development, and other strategies. Based on it, whatever suits you guys, because you can take our calculation on. So your perfect business is a blend of your strengths and skills, market opportunities, and personal circumstances. Take time, uh, take time for thorough research, seek guidelines and mentorship. So these are the basic important things what you need to figure out, because the first of all, instead of asking others what the business should I do, it's better like, what should I do, what I love, what I want to get into. Is there any business opportunity up there? Can I build my interest or my passion into a business? If that's the case, then you will love it. You don't need external motivation, and then you will find your way out. So this is very much important, guys, because we have built the JB Group on the same formula because we love helping businesses. We wanted to make uh, the businesses to grow because we wanted you people to succeed. So your success is our business. So we want you to succeed more so that we also work with you and do a better job. And in the same time, profits, profit sharing, margins, this all comes as a byproduct automatically, right? So guys, this is what the content what I wanted to share in this video. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you like this video and the informations what I shared, you can just give a feedback in the comment box, like what did you really like and what is the takeaway that you're going to take away from this video, and what is that one thing you're going to adapt right today. Just comment it in the in the comment box, and I want you to subscribe if this video had made any sense for you and given any value to you and you have taken something better from this. Please like the video. It will be a big support for us in the exchange. Thank you. And there's already a course is already live. If you want to do a proper import export business study at once in your lifetime, then our course is already live and it's running on offer. You can check with my team. The link to the WhatsApp chat will be in the description box. You can have a look towards it. You can check with my team what is the offer is running currently. If you are comfortable, please enroll for it. And you can always, there is one more bonuses without any, because in free sessions we have a limitations. We don't share up a lot of strategies. But in the paid session, which we do on every Sunday at 7 p.m., we have kept open books. You can always join us and take the advantages of it. This is all what I wanted to share in this video. And all the best for you. And take care of yourself and your family. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.